Quentin Williams there to bring him down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their electrifying signal caller, the former Virginia Tech Hokie, Michael Vick.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, 53 yards. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us to rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they... He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Under pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Rasul Douglas there to get him down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he's got room. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Vick to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
A first down throw coming for Vick. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 22-yard line.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Here's Vick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. Touchdown! O.J. Howard, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. That time a 9-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Pierce. Room here to run. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 8. 125 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time in the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. On first down, it's gone. It's caught. Smith. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. On second down, here's Smith. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. It's gone. And he's got Decker, left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Smith up the middle. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Goff. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. First down, Vick. Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown, Houston. Andre Johnson, 67 yards. And the Texans up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. From the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Goff. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Goff. And that's caught inside the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. There's Goff. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Goff. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And this is going to be intercepted. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
145 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. 1st and 10, Taylor now. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now they're going to throw it here with Vick. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.